Oh yeah, it's bacon wrapped everything. Today on Funday Friday, let's go. Happy Friday, gents.
Woo!
Greg, happy Friday.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've made it through the week.
Cheers.
Oh, sure, yeah, cheers.
to you. Cheers to
Hope
America.
everybody's doing well. It's bacon wrapped everything. You guys just saw some of the delicious bacon wrapped ribs that Chef John put on for us.
Yes, sir. They are looking and smelling absolutely delicious. I'm so excited to be here today. It's Friday, baby.
Yes. Chef Greg, what do you got for us today?
We're just trying to make a swine apple. Of course, we're wrapping that in bacon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, something different. Something different to build on.
A little extra technique to that.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit easy, a little bit harder recipe. I
It
like
just depends on how much time you have for the weekend and how much you want to play with your food.
That's true, and I'm sure we've got some new viewers watching that have never even heard of
wow.
a swine apple
Yeah.
before. You know, so this is going to be interesting.
It's
for
been a
them.
hot minute since we've done one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
since we've all been together.
I know, right? There's been vacations.
What?
Burt Kreischer's Fully
What?
Loaded.
Academies.
Academies.
What?
Ace festivals.
What?
Man,
Yeah.
the 100 years of Ace.
That was awesome.
Congratulations
Yeah.
to Ace Hardware. 100 years in business.
That's right.
That says a lot.
Yeah, y'all go check out your local Ace dealer and check out all those amazing RecTech products in there.
Yeah, and not to mention, we got Shields as well.
Well,
we don't want to talk bad about
We
Shields.
don't want to talk bad about them, but it's Ace 100th. When
Oh,
Shields
yeah.
100th, we'll be shouting.
I'm sure it's pretty close. It's
Yeah,
pretty close.
sure.
All right, who's going to start for us?
Chef Greg, you want to start it off?
All right, let's go.
All right, if you guys have any questions for Chef Greg, put them in the comment section down below. I'll be watching, and we're going to ask him any and all questions that you do have. Shout out Facebook, shout out YouTube. We love you so much. Make sure you guys smash that share button.
Let's go.
If
Let's
you
do
want to
it.
see Chef Greg do a swine apple, we'll count you down. 3, 2, 1,
Smash it!
All right, a lot of steps here, so we're going to speed it up. This recipe is available at rectech.com. It's also on the app. It's really simple. We're going to make the brine first. We've got 2 cups of water, okay? So we're going to put in a 16-ounce bottle, which would be 8 ounces in a cup, so times 2. We've got 10 ounces of apple juice plus 6 more, which will be 2 cups of apple juice.
Yum.
Okay, we're going to estimate here, so about that much. Okay, perfect. We have some bay leaves or laurel leaves right there. We're not going to eat those. We will strain those out, no worries. We've got a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Beep. That's exactly a 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup of sugar.
So what's all of this going to do for us, Chef Greg?
All right, so you're going to add a lot of flavor, 1/4 cup of kosher salt as well. We're going to maximize flavor here. We're going to brine these pork tenderloins.
Okay.
So it's going to impart a lot of flavor. It's also going to change the texture a little bit in that pork as well. So I'm going to stick this on my RecTech, bring it to a boil. You can throw it on the stove, cool it down completely before you proceed to the next step. The next step that Jody already did for us right here is the pork tenderloin. Before I get all yucky, we're going to cut up a pineapple, and then we'll get into the pork a little bit. But we're going to cut the silver skin off of there, but we have to make the vessel
Okay.
for
That's
cooking
right.
this, which is a pineapple.
Shoot, yeah.
Okay, hence swine
You do a lot of
apple.
cool stuff in there.
So we're going to cut the top and the bottom off. Okay.
Jen says she's done a bacon wrap meatloaf that you've cooked before, Chef Greg,
Yes,
and it was
sir.
awesome on the RecTech.
Good stuff, good stuff. It's really, you can't cook, you don't cook bad things on the RecTech,
No,
right? It's
really
just,
don't.
people don't cook enough on their RecTech.
And they're putting their favorite bacon wrapped items in the comment section
love
already.
it.
Douglas Ramstad, he loves bacon wrapped scallops on a bed of cheesy grits.
Fancy.
Ooh, he's talking to me.
Yes.
So we're going to use that RecTech chef knife. We're going to peel that pineapple all the way around. Okay, we want to get all the eyes off of there. Okay, that's the easiest way to kind of do that. So we're going to discard this stuff here, and then we have to hollow out the inside of your swine apple. So we're going to use a coring tool. Okay, this is going to cut cores.
Oh, I didn't even know it did that.
Yeah, it's how you push the thing out.
I pushed it through with a fork.
So we're going to, you can actually lock it, but we're going to remove the core here.
Billy likes bacon wrapped doves with cream cheese jalapeno poppers.
There you go. So we're going to attempt to remove as much of this core as we can. And I'm going to go around about the
Oh, that was a much better
diameter
way than I did,
of
Chef Greg.
a pork tenderloin. Because you have 2 schools of thought. You can use pork tenderloin. You could use pork loin.
Okay.
You could use pork butt. It really doesn't really matter what you're going to use.
We got Scott Woolhouse with a good question. Do the foil drip pan liners fit the older grill versions?
Absolutely,
Chef
yeah.
Greg?
We got liners for all of the grills. whether you have a legacy grill or a newer one. And speaking of legacy grills, maybe you never upgraded to the Wi-Fi controller.
Okay.
Right? We have the answer for you, right? We released it the other day. It's the wireless meat probes.
segue.
Yeah,
You
let's
guys
go.
can go ahead and connect that via the RecTech app, utilize the Wi-Fi network at your home, and get kind of all of the modern conveniences of the monitoring process with those
that's
apps.
right.
Now, you can't control your grill with the probes, but you can set alarms in there, and it gives you 4 different meat probes you can use. It's good times, yeah.
Available
We weren't
at
even planning
rectech.com.
that segue. So what we're gonna do is, see, we got that cord out, and I try to not go all the way to the bottom, all right? So we're gonna take this pork tenderloin that Jody brined
Missouri,
for us.
Virginia, North Carolina.
And what we're gonna do is, go ahead, buddy. Where they at?
Georgia, Texas, Oregon, Boise, Mansfield, Ohio. Go ahead.
So we're gonna go ahead and season this up with a little extra rub.
So it does have a different texture to it now, Chef Greg, because normally when I do these bad boys, I have to cook the pork loin a little bit before I put it in there,
Yeah.
or it's going to give me like a mushy texture.
For sure. Yeah, brining is going to kind of firm it up a little bit. Now, it really depends. If you're using a pork butt, you'll want to go to a higher temperature. But the pork tenderloin, I think, is the perfect one for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and we're going to
Oh.
kind of...
Oh. Okay.
Chef Greg's deriving from the
All
recipe
right,
and
Chef.
just shoving that whole thing.
All
a
right,
little-
Chef, all right, Chef Greg.
See, normally sometimes you kind of like cut them smaller or whatever, but I think if we can do like a whole, like almost like a toad in the
Wow.
hole.
Yeah. Okay.
Your demo one's going to be all cut up, Chef Greg, so it's not going to be like that.
That's okay.
But no, I like it. I like where you're going.
I don't know, something different, right? So we're gonna go ahead and like pop this bad boy in here.
Pop it, Chef Greg.
And Douglas just said the same thing. You know,
So
last
we-
time he did it, it came out mushy. So I guess
Yep.
make sure that you brine it and or cook it before.
So my idea failed miserably because I was going to.
Oh. Now you can still wrap it in
Yeah,
bacon,
you can-
right?
Yeah. So
Get
now
some-
when you slice it, you get pineapple and pork all in one bite,
love
just like
it.
that. All right. So we're gonna clean this mess up just a second.
Man,
now
a
we're gonna
lot
wrap
of
this bad
folks-
boy in bacon.
A lot of folks out there in Facebook land, thank you so much. Which seasoning and wood pellet combination would you recommend for making bacon from scratch, Chef Greg?
Ooh, I mean, definitely, man, it really depends. I mean, I've
Killing
had
it with the questions
You
today,
could do the
everybody.
lemon pepper with some bourbon as a brine would be
That'd be
really
good,
good.
yeah, that'd be good.
There's really not a wrong way to go. I mean, you could do the screaming pig rub or the honey rib rub.
Yeah.
You could go savory. I mean, heck, you could even marinate that pork belly with some of that Asian persuasion, along with some fresh ginger,
Yep.
some sriracha,
Yum.
and make all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm gonna cheat. So we took our bacon, and we buy bougie bacon. It's already laid out on paper for us. I'm gonna go ahead and lay this out just like that, and just roll it up
Oh, wow.
Roll it
Chef
up,
tip.
Chef Greg.
just like that.
Our buddy
okay?
Derek Boyd loves bacon wrapped smoked turkey.
Hey,
Ooh,
Derek.
Love that, Derek.
All right, so there you go. There you have your bacon, and put the seam at the bottom. And then all you have to do is season it up, and it goes on the grill. 275,
shoot,
you're looking right about 90 minutes to 2 hours. It kind of just depends on kind of what thickness of your pineapple is,
Right.
of your pork.
Yep.
Right.
But this would be a great opportunity to use one of those wireless meat probes right in the middle there.
There you
But
go.
we're gonna cook this off, and then once you get about 135 on the pork, we're gonna start basting.
Okay.
We're gonna use that RecTech gourmet barbecue sauce with a brush, tailor-made.
Yum.
You know we got one already working for you. Check this out. Jody got it set up hardcore carnivore style right there.
Now you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little piece of aluminum foil there because I put it on the wire rack and it started to tilt. Just like Chef Greg just mentioned, you want to make sure that seam is at the bottom. So it was kind of teeter-tottering, and I didn't want that bacon to come up because it normally does on me.
Yeah, so usually for like the last maybe 30 minutes or so, we'll kind of baste this with that gourmet sauce and just let it get crispy, crunchy, delicious.
Yum. Matt's
there's-
watching from Germany.
What up, Matt?
And sometimes we get questions too, Jody, why do we cook on pans? We don't feel like making a mess, all right?
sir, that's why-
Because
that's
there's
the
no
exact
cleaning
reason.
crew here, right? It's like the 4 of us.
That was the exact reason.
So for us, we don't do that. That way, it's less we got to clean up. It's Friday. We want to get out of here. And maybe another 20 minutes, that thing's going to be delicious.
Yum.
And yeah. Chef John, take us to the promised land, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about, Chef
Wow.
Greg. But guys, before we can go any further, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. I need you to smash that share button. We'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Smash it! Share this all over the internet. Everyone loves bacon.
Spread the love.
Yeah, everyone loves bacon. All right, so we're going to be doing some bacon wrapped out ribs.
Yep,
Jody.
so we got baby back ribs here. We don't
Yes.
normally do the baby backs.
We really don't. But for this application, they work really well. The
Perfect.
baby backs work really well.
Okay.
So this is going to be super, super easy, guys. Now, this recipe can be found at rectech.com. Go check it out on the recipe section. We have a ton of great recipes for y'all's next event, for
Shoot
sure.
ya.
All right, so we're going to take the membrane off these first, Jody. Now, you can see that these ribs were sliced, right? Sliced in half,
Yep.
these baby backs. So what I like to do is get a towel, little paper towel, right? Because these ribs are a little moist,
Oh.
right? They're a little moist. So
Well,
what I
they're
like,
sweating out here, John. It's
Yeah.
only 100 degrees
Yeah.
in Evans, Georgia.
so what I like to do is just start working a little edge and get a little piece up, right?
Nebraska, Indiana, Colorado. John, you were just in Colorado.
I sure was. Now, guys, once I get that little piece up right there, you see how I just start to pull, right?
Ooh.
And that membrane comes
Easy.
right off. Super, super easy, right? So we're gonna do it again, right? We're just gonna start on that corner.
And those are some crazy meaty baby backs, too.
Yeah, they are meaty, Chef Greg. You're right about that. We're gonna try to work that corner. Now, don't get frustrated, right? If you can't get that corner up, you could get a spoon in here.
Patience.
That would totally be appropriate. But really, if you just use a dry paper towel.
I'm a butter knife kind of guy.
Are you?
I kind of get under there and pry it up.
Okay,
and then
tip.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
You
But
could also even
really-
use the meat fork and then twist it up like a spaghetti noodle, Lady in the Tramp style.
That's a great tip too. But really, if you have a little bit of patience, guys, a dry paper towel, you too will be able to get that membrane.
See, I think the butcher set you up for failure by
did.
running the
They-
knife down
they
the
did.
back there and separating it.
They
Because now
did.
instead of one membrane, they made two per
But
half
it's
rack.
but it's okay. I'm a trained
Professional.
professional. Yeah, there's nothing they can't do at the butcher shop that I can't fix.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're giving something away today. We're spinning that wheel of RecTech like we do every episode. So make sure you share this video, like this video, and ask a good question because you could win yourself something just by doing those three things.
That's right. All right, Jody, so now that we have the membrane off of these bad boys,
Yum.
what I like to do next is go ahead and cut these, right?
Okay.
Now, most times you would season these up first, but I want to get seasoning on all the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and
okay.
slice them off the bone. That allows me to get some more seasoning on the side. So guys, when you're slicing your ribs up, go ahead and flip them over so you can actually see the bones, right? So I know exactly where to go through and make my cut. It's going to be super easy. Using
Yeah,
that RecTech.
it's tough looking from the top, right?
It
Chef
really is. It really is. And most of the time, you're going to cut into that bone. You're going to mess it up. This way, you can see both sides. Super easy, just straight through, right? All right. Now that we have our, let me set this right over here. Sorry, Jody.
No, you're all good.
Now that we have our ribs all cut up, what we're going to do is we're going to season these bad boys up. I'm going to be using the honey rib rub
Okay.
and the Ron Screaming Pig.
Love it.
All of
Good
our
combo.
rubs, yeah, all of our rubs play really well together. If you guys are not doubling up on your rubs, definitely treat yourself. That Chef Greg's 4-letter rub is a good combo to any of our seasons.
Do you
use
prefer baby backs or St. Louis?
them, personally in my own life?
Yes.
St. Louis all day long.
Yeah, good. Keep the questions coming, everybody. Again, we're watching on YouTube and Facebook right now. Statesboro's in the house.
That's right.
Southern California. My brother Matthew's watching. Shut up,
Hey,
Matthew.
Hey, Matt,
Matt.
what's up?
He's a brand new RecTech owner.
Nice.
We got him
I
one
love it.
for his wedding. So
Oh,
he's
nice.
yeah, he's got a deck boss. I mean,
There
not
you
a
go.
deck boss. Crap, what does he got?
Flagship?
He's got the 590. My bad.
Okay.
He does
There
have
you
the
go.
deck boss. Yeah.
Okay, nice. I love it. All right, so a little bit of seasoning, Chef Greg. You wanna say
Maryland,
something?
Missouri.
I was going to say, we don't cook enough baby backs around here. We do a lot of St. Louis,
Yes, we do.
like at the academy
Very
classes.
good point.
And it's just one of those things that, like, we did baby backs at the house over 4th of July.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, man, it was like just really
different.
good and different.
It
Like,
is.
yeah, it was one of those, like, hey, we should do this again sometime.
Hey, put in the comment section what style of ribs you guys like. I would love to know.
And we went unwrapped. We went hot.
Yeah,
We were
very
cooking
cool.
like 400 degrees. They were done in like 75 minutes. They were really good.
Well, that's the other thing I
It
want
was
to tell
like
them.
steak on a stick.
That's the other thing I want to tell them about this recipe. Because we've cut the bones up, Jody, we're going to get these done in about an hour.
Right.
Right? About 45 minutes, and then we're going to sauce.
And we innovated the 1 hour rib. We've had that for
Yep.
many, many years on the website as a recipe. And you're just now seeing that 1 hour rib
Right.
recipe kind of come to trend. And a lot of folks are putting their own spin on it. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and guys, definitely, that's what I'm saying. Check out that recipe section at rectech.com. We have some amazing recipes. And really, the next event that you have, we have something there for you, for sure.
right.
100%.
Randy's got a shout out to Chef Greg for giving him info on cooking a 70-pound pig. Shout out, Chef
There we
Greg.
go.
Chef Greg.
We love cooking pigs.
All
We
right.
tend to cook bigger ones though, like 200 pounds.
That's right. All right, so guys, now we have our bacon. So what we're going to do with this bacon is we're just going to wrap this thing up.
Is
right?
that thin or thick?
This is thin. You're definitely going to want the thin bacon.
Okay.
Whenever you're going to be wrapping something, you don't want that thick bacon. It is not going to render out properly as you go ahead and cross it up. Now, guys, notice how I'm not overlapping that bacon. Like, I'm not coming here with it. I'm trying to make sure that I stay, like, right even with that bacon line.
I like the bacon mummification thing you got going on.
Yeah, right? So we're going to wrap that bad boy up just like that. I'll show you guys again. on this
Kentucky,
rib?
Utah, North Carolina, St. Louis, Savannah, Georgia. What up?
Savannah.
Man, and it's going back and forth. Somebody will say St. Louis, the next person will say baby backs. Somebody will say St. Louis, the next person will say baby
I don't think
backs.
there's a wrong answer there.
I don't think
like,
there is
it's
either.
just
It's what you prefer.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
what you prefer.
Well, see, it threw me for a loop because I thought the baby backs were going to be 3 in a pack, but apparently Sam's Club flipped it on me. Now they're 2 in a pack. Because
Oh.
usually the spare ribs in St. Louis
Yeah.
were always 2s,
Right,
the
right,
babies
yeah.
were 3.
I love it.
Yeah, we had enough food though, it's okay.
And that answered the question, Chef Greg. Some folks were asking where we get a lot of our meat from.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I was at Publix the other day and I found a couple picanhas there still.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little sirloin, yeah. So shout out Publix, local to the Riverwatch area. They got some picanha in the shelves.
I love it.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check it out at rectech.com. We got some great recipes. And if you're
I think
ever
we'll be doing picanha soon. aren't
and
we?
like, yeah, well, I know we did some the other week
Yep.
for some of the Ace events
We
too.
sure did.
But if you can't find anything, I encourage you, talk to those folks behind the meat counter and ask.
Yep.
Because they can get it for you, and they might have some stuff back there that they have for themselves.
Yeah.
And that's where if you get that personal
That's
stash,
it.
like that's
Yeah.
the good stuff.
And they want to sell you stuff.
They do.
So
They
of
do.
course they're
That's
going to
the
order it
key.
so they can sell it to you.
That's the key. But guys, if you ever have a question, you ever feel like you need to reach out to any of us,
Great point.
feel free to reach out to us 3 by our emails. I'm Chef John Pennell at RecTech. Feel free to hit me up.
Chef Greg at RecTech.
And Jody at RecTech, Jody. Ladies and gentlemen, good question here from Mr. Brandon. He missed out. He's wondering if the Black Edition bullseyes are ever going to come back.
Oh,
No.
man, I don't think
man.
so, bro.
Make sure you sign up for the newsletter.
Yeah.
We may come out with a different color. I don't know.
Hell, I
but
missed out too, man.
Yeah, I
We
did
all
too.
missed out.
I did too.
It's not
too.
fair.
And you know what? I heard they had some
They had some-
scratch a dent.
We got a scratch a dent going on until, tomorrow?
Yeah,
It's
Saturday,
also going on Saturday?
Yeah.
So, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen, if you are within an earshot of 4301 Evans Locks Road in beautiful Evans, Georgia, or 5025
My man.
West Hudson.
West Hudson
That's
Way
it.
in beautiful Lehigh, Utah, you can take advantage of some amazing discounts
Yeah.
on some barely blemished
grills.
articles of Rectech.
That's
and it
right.
could have been things like we cooked on here, so they're like partially famous.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
There's
All right.
covers. There's
What?
open box
What?
sear kits.
Yes.
Matador
Yes.
lids. There's all kinds of crazy
There-
stuff.
there is. There
so
is.
come to us.
Yeah, check us out.
Yeah.
You
All
got-
right,
you
come
got
on in,
something to look
Taylor.
at.
Yeah, so guys, we season these up, right? And I put them on my favorite accessory, right?
What?
That non-stick grill mat. This thing is awesome. You can pick it up at rectech.com. Dishwasher safe. Super, super amazing, right? So we went ahead and put them on. Now look how good these things came out. Now you guys saw me sauce these at the beginning of the show. So I got some of that, I've got some of that Harry's Secret sauce. And we're just gonna come over the top of these, right?
Hey guys, do we have a blooming onion recipe on the website?
We do, in fact.
Oh, check it out. John Bradkey, our buddy John Bradkey was wondering about a blooming onion.
Oh,
I
I
we
think
call
they're
it an on-
amazing.
I think we call them an onion pedal.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
Bloomin' Onion might be trademarked.
Okay. And I do them extra crispy because every time when I go to back out,
Yep.
I don't want to say the real word,
Yep.
they're always kind of mushy in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know why that is, Jody? It's because they're not frying it at the proper temperature. They have that grease a little too hot, so it's frying it a little faster, and they need to turn it down
man.
just a touch so that it can cook the inside.
Shout out to everybody working at back out.
Yeah.
I don't know how you afford back out. It's way cheaper to cook at home, and the food is way bigger.
Oh,
All right, guys.
Mike's got an idea. He says he wants a red bullseye.
Ooh,
That'd be
Mike,
kinda cool.
may have started
That
something
reminds me
there,
of like
Mike.
a Lamborghini or like a Corvette.
Yeah,
Maybe like two-tone. Could we have like racing stripes? Like a... Should be good.
but guys, I just want to remind y'all, you never want to put cold sauce on hot food, so go ahead and warm your sauce up.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
All right, let's grab this pineapple, swine apple out of here. Again,
Yum.
Jody started this earlier today. We're gonna use that meat fork right here. We're just gonna
Yum.
pick it up just like that. Now, Jody set us
Look at
up
that
for
thing
success
dripping.
Look at it.
because he secured that with some toothpicks, right?
Well, the way I did it, I did a bacon weave, and then like the bottom weave was like all flailing out,
Yeah.
and it looked crazy.
Okay.
So we're gonna
I
remove
didn't want you
these
guys
skewers because you're not
to make
gonna
fun of
cut
me.
through it here, okay? And let that rest a little bit.
Oh, Michael says he wants red like the old school 680. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
y'all may have
Oh,
started
crap.
something right there. Y'all may have started something.
All right, if you want to see me slice this
Oh.
in half and show you what's got going on, you guys got to do me a favor, okay? We got to share this post because everybody in the internet needs to check this out.
That's
so,
right.
Chef John, count it down with me.
3, 2, 1, smash it!
All right, we got that RecTech Chef's knife, nice and sharp. Oh, look at this, right there.
Oh,
And see, Jody
yes,
cut it
sir.
smaller and then seasoned each of those pieces there.
Sir.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's the good stuff. Okay, all of that acidity and that pineapple and that pork and the bacon, that's the good stuff right there.
Yeah,
Kevin
man,
wants a
that's
brown and
good
gold
stuff.
bullseye.
But that's what you want right there. You can see that pork tenderloin is perfectly
Holy
cooked. We're right about
snap.
140 degrees, so
Yum.
it is just over medium. That's what I want. Now, you're not going to slice this paper thin because it's all going to fall apart.
Right.
But cut it into
Right.
steaks, right? So what you can do is cut it about an inch thick,
Oh, yes.
okay? Just like that. Now, some of the swine apple deviations we've seen over the years, and shout out to Michael Cardenas, one of the
Yes,
OGers
okay.
out there.
Yes.
He would actually take the pineapple and then soak it in Fireball first.
Oh, wow.
So you had like this whole cinnamon thing going on, and
cool.
then
That's
make
what
the
I'm
swine
talking
apple.
Yum.
That does not suck, just like those ribs.
Holy, get on in there, Taylor. Check
Get
out
on
those
in there.
ribs. Again, bacon wrapped baby back ribs.
Now, guys, if you're really trying to impress somebody, right? Now, I wouldn't suggest you eat like this every day.
I would.
But if you're really trying to impress somebody, you have the in-laws coming over, or that girl that you've been trying to get a date with, you know, this is what you want to do for her, right? You want to go ahead and get that bacon wrapped 1 hour ribs.
What's crazy though is that bacon has completely adhered itself
Yeah.
and sort of melted onto the rib
It sure
itself.
has.
Oh, Lord.
Shoot, yeah. Shoot, yeah.
Man,
Absolutely delicious. I can already smell the smoke from in the bacon, the caramelization from the bacon. You can smell that nice fattiness from the rib. I can already tell you these are going to be nuclear, but they're going to be absolutely delicious.
Yeah,
Jim.
those look good. All right, so we spun the wheel of Rectech, and it landed on a large and small wood fiber cutting
That's
boards,
right.
as well as the large and small disposable cutting boards.
The
That's
ultimate
right.
cutting package.
Right, that is
Yep.
absolutely
Yep.
amazing. And again, you guys saw the guys use the large cutting boards,
Yep.
And then Chef Greg's got the small one right there. Is it possible to cook snow crab legs on my new deck boss?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
all you have to do is go ahead and invite us over,
Yeah.
and not only will we help you cook them, we will help you eat them.
Yeah.
Really simple. I like
Caveat,
to run-
caveat, Greg. They love their new grill. Way, way better than their old T word.
Yeah.
It was a rusty hunk of junk.
Oh.
And they love our videos.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
Sometimes
Thank
when
you
you
so much
cook
for
on
A lot of stuff.
SOBs, it's just not as nice, right?
Yeah,
So some
it's
other
true.
brands.
It's true.
But anything like 325, 350, all you're looking is to sort of like retherm or reheat that crab since it's already been cooked.
Right. Right.
But you're missing an opportunity to make like dirty butter. So make like some garlic butter with your favorite like bay seasoning. You could even use like the Ray's Loco Gringo, and then baste the shells with the butter. People are like, the butter doesn't get on the crab. No, but it gets on your fingers.
Yes.
So when you eat the crab, it's on your
a real
fingers
thing.
and it's a good time. So
But I also like to kick it up, Chef Greg. I'll take a pair of those Rectech shears, and I'll go ahead and cut the top part of that shell off, and that way when I baste, it's like a little soup in a bowl.
I'll let you in
know?
on a secret. So Father's Day, it was just me and Isaac at the house on
Yeah.
that Sunday. So of course I made crab legs because
course.
Julie won't eat them. So I took the back of the crab where the cluster to the body
Yes.
is, made my garlic butter, and used my Rectech meat injector, and I injected
That's
each
smart.
of
I
the
like that.
crab legs with the butter, so like it poached in the shell.
Yum.
Now, when you do that, make sure you tell those that are eating it, so when they break it, they don't wear butter.
Right.
Julie, I apologize. I got butter all over the kitchen. It might have got on the dining room table, upholstery, but I cleaned it. It's okay. It was a couple
That's
weeks
so
ago.
funny.
But our
Yeah.
winner
that's so
is at Tony Giacomo 7972.
Hey, congratulations, Tony.
Congratulations, my
Tony,
friend.
thank you so much. Looking like he's on YouTube. Shout out everybody on YouTube. Shout out everybody on Facebook. We love you. Make sure you smash on that share button. All you gotta do is ask a question, share the video, and like the video, and that's absolutely it. So guys, I need one of you to spin the
I think
wheel of
Chef- I
Rectech.
think Chef Greg's up.
All right,
All right,
Chef
let's
Greg?
do it. It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, we need
Let
to
me,
update too with prizes.
Yeah.
I think we need to, you know what I want to do? We had a great TikTok live, and if you guys don't follow us on TikTok, make sure you do. Every Wednesday we go live. It's about 2 o'clock. It just depends. I think I'm on deck this week, but a couple weeks ago we made 30 pizzas in an hour, so I want to go ahead and give out a pizza kit. But yeah, count it down with me, boys.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1, spin it!
All right, if you want to win whatever this lands on, it's really simple. All you can do is love this video, share this video, and ask us a good question. We're going to go ahead and give out a Rectech sear kit right
I
there.
love
Shoot,
it.
yeah.
Those things are awesome.
Yeah, so if you guys want to get picture perfect, I'll say magazine quality sear marks on your food, yeah, you can't beat it. Good times.
Yeah, and for everybody who's just tuning in, thank you guys for tuning in. But I'm gonna run right back through my recipe real quick.
Yeah, I was going to
Jay.
ask you guys, can you give us a recap?
Yes, sir. So what we did with these ribs, they were baby back ribs, what we started with. We took the membrane off, we seasoned them up with honey rib rub and Ron Screamin' Pig.
Yum.
Then we went ahead and wrapped them in bacon, thin bacon, put them on the Bullseye, the black edition, that's right, cooked at 375 for 45 minutes. And then we came back and basted it and let it cook for another 15 minutes, pulled them off, and this is what you got right here.
Dude, that looks so good. So we made a swine apple here. Pretty simple. We went ahead and peeled a pineapple. We went and cored it out. We stuffed it with a brined pork tenderloin.
Shoot,
Of course,
yeah.
it's everything wrapped in bacon day. We wrapped it in bacon, little honey rib rub. We went on the E series today. 275 for about 90 minutes to 130 degrees in the middle. Basted it with some original sauce. You can kick it up with the hairy sauce or the spicy. It's really up to you. And then, yeah, cut it up. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Be surprised. The bacon, the pineapple, the pork, it kind of works.
I'm telling you right now, guys.
Pineapple is not as controversial when wrapped in bacon as it is on pizza.
That's true.
Just say it
Yeah,
right there.
we're stuffed and wrapped
Yes.
with pork.
That's right. And guys, you're only limited by your imagination with these recipes. Definitely go check out the recipe section at rectech.com, and you guys can elevate those recipes. I would love to know what you guys do with them. You know?
And shout out to our buddy Matt Grork with
Yeah.
at Grork Boys Barbecue. Make sure you guys are following him. He's an influencer of ours. He's also been on all kinds of other amazing chefy shows.
dude.
Yeah.
But he has literally bacon wrapped everything. So I went and I bacon wrapped a bunch of stuff today.
Oh, in honor of him, huh?
In honor of him. So you guys know those peanut butter cookies with the stuffing on the inside?
Is it like a giant Nutter butter?
buddy.
Yeah, kind of like that. I did that. We did some more of the honey buns, just like Matt did.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
Chef Greg, if you could, I wanted to do a giant steak of that in between two bacon wrapped honey buns. as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
So we've got bacon wrapped Pop Tarts here. So with the bacon wrapped Pop Tart, everybody, you can see, make sure you don't wrap it too tight. I wrapped it really, really tight, and when it loosened up, it kind of hugged itself. Now, guys, I want you to try these before we go.
Okay.
This is a bacon-wrapped Rice Krispie treat. This is literally the best thing out of all of this stuff.
Jody, can I ask you a question about this?
What?
What Pop-Tarts do you get? How do you know which ones are the
Well, you
right
got to
ones
get the cinnamon, right? Because that goes
okay,
with
okay,
bacon, but
okay.
strawberry was my favorite, or cherry. Now, this literally,
I mean, that's a little
ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to try
disturbingly
it. But it's a Rice Krispie treat wrapped in bacon. Did 375 until the bacon rendered. It's let it cool down
Yeah.
because it's not that good hot, and it's really squishy when it's hot.
It's
but when it
like-
cool it down, right? It's almost caramelly.
I'll say it tastes like maple syrup.
Right.
I mean, it's just
delicious. That's weird.
That
It's
is the best
delicious.
thing, hands down, wrapped in bacon I've cooked
I'm gonna say-
today, and I cooked all of them.
I'm gonna
It's
say one for
disturbing, but it's
Devin.
delicious.
You guys got to try it. And there's only 2 left of those, and all the other things are gone.
I think it's
got
because you
into
ate them
it.
all.
Yeah.
You got into it.
All right. I'm gonna try one of these ribs. These look absolutely amazing,
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? Let me try a bite.
and that's my favorite. It's got a good texture to it.
Yeah.
It's not fall off the bone.
Right.
I love fall off the bone ribs, but I want to bite to it. You know what I'm saying? It was wrapped in bacon. It just encapsulates all of the seasonings that you put on it.
Swine apple.
Shoot, yeah. Guys,
Dude, I'm telling you.
check this out at rectech.com. It does not miss. This is delicious.
All right. Oh Lord, Greg,
get
you give me
in
a
there.
giant steak.
Get in there,
All right, so
Jody.
we got bacon
I didn't
wrapped
want you to
honey
miss
buns as the bread. We got a swine apple on the inside,
Here we go.
I got confidence.
stuffed with pork loin. My mouth can't get this big.
Oh, I believe in you.
We cook
There you
some
go,
burgers
Funday.
in there too. That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah.
The
So
pineapple like just brings it all together. When you cook it like
My
that,
phone's
it gets,
vibrating.
it
I
gets
think my
sweeter.
doctor's calling me right now.
Hey, it's safe. It's got fruit.
That's so funny. Well, guys, if you ever need us, feel free to reach out to us.
Oh my gosh,
If you're
thank
not
you.
really savvy on the email, you can hit us up at 706-922-0890. We have a bank of people sitting right up there. They all own the grills. They could probably answer the question before you ask it.
And where do
Give
they
them a
all
call.
live?
Right here in the United States of
Greatest
America.
country in the whole entire universe.
Shoot, yeah. In the greatest state. In that
universe,
country.
in the
that
universe.
country, Georgia.
The whole
Rocking
universe.
it out. That's it. That's right. That's how
All
we
right,
do it,
ladies and
y'all.
gentlemen, go and wrap some stuff in bacon tonight on your RecTech. You'll thank Chef Greg and Chef John later for it. If you need anything, again, hit us up. We thank you so much. Make sure you're following these guys on social media at Chef John Pennell, at Chef Greg Muller, at Barbecue Dad Jody, on everything from everybody here at the RecTech Worldwide Headquarters in beautiful Evans, Georgia. God bless you.
God bless your cardiologist.
And we'll see you
At the RecTech.
Do, 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 ah.
That pineapple just sells.
Leave me a
like-
voice message, Dr. Yao.